don't know, you probably know more or less about the age.
No, this is about the barber shop.
Well, I think you want both of us.
Well, if you'd like to join in, yeah, sure. Who was your motivation when you were younger? Who did you look up to as a leader?
Well, I'm from Kansas, and so therefore it was real difficult to be aggressive. And so my grandmother, which was Lula Bowdridge, was an inspiration. She liked to be hostess. At that time, the nightclubs and places like that, they didn't have big girls, they called it band hostess. And she was one of the first.
Oh wow.
So I always wanted to be different, which I was. So therefore, when I went to high school, we were encouraged to be homemakers. I was difficult.
A little rebellious.
I wanted to be a typist. And so therefore, they made an example, and they let me in the typing class. I did so well that the family doctor hired me after school, which, like you know, you did. And I typed his records and stuff like that. So I went from there to working in the pharmacy department. I was an only child, so therefore my mother would work and I would stay at the neighbors. Like in Iowa, you had the latchkey to come in. So to avoid that, I stayed with the neighbor till my mother came home.
Oh, that's fun.
Now I'll let you go.
Well, how did you come to Iowa then? What made your family come to Iowa?
I was engaged for the sophomore to the senior year
Of high school.
I promised my mother that I would graduate. And so I was engaged to a fellow named Arthur Hunter, and he wanted to better himself by coming to Iowa, and he decided we would get married, and he had a sister here and her husband, and so we came to Iowa. And where the central school is, that was solar aircraft. So that's the first job, and this is how I got to Iowa.
So you came for education because you knew it had a great education system. Oh wow, that's interesting. And how old do you? So you were engaged from your sophomore year to your senior year. And when exactly during that time period was it that you moved? So was it like your senior year of high school that you actually moved?
After I graduated.
After you graduated, okay. Okay.
And you graduated when you were about 17.
Right.
Oh wow.
Ahead of time.
Good. Okay, so now that you're both in Iowa at this point, how exactly did you guys meet?
It's funny. My first husband died. I had 2 children. And he had developed steel dust on the lungs from working at solar aircraft. They call it silicosis. And so therefore I was a widow for almost 3 years. And my neighbor lived in an apartment across the hall, and she was the little short lady, and she was a hair stylist, and she